up and it overloaded, and then it unoverloaded, overloaded again, unoverloaded, and then it started tilting and kept doing the unload, overload, unload, unload. You know, basically just started tripping the fuck out.
Yeah.
And then by the time it figured itself out and was like, oh no, we're not overloaded, I was upside down. Right, I have to replace my battery and my wear plate. So Tunneler unlocks at level 28. We're what, level 22? So 6 more levels we can get the Tunneler.
Yep. It's not really that far.
Nah, it's not bad at all. Level 70 is when we're gonna get the big, the real big bucket wheel.
God, I can't wait.
And then, right. No, sorry. Level 70 is when we get the mass excavator, the one that's like leave no land behind. The bucket wheel,
Oh shit! Oh
the
shit!
biggest one, the biggest one unlocks at 65.
Well, I wasn't trying to come back down in the hall. I was trying to get up there on the side. I guess I'll just flatten some more out.
In two levels, we'll get an even bigger. It looks like an even bigger, but I don't think it is. I think it's just a better working. No, it's not bigger bucket, but it is. What's the difference between it? It's got 500 fuel capacity, 376 horsepower. What's the difference? It's not any better. It's just lower profile. We'll be able to get that lower profile, that red excavator that you pulled out in that in the creative game. We'll be able to buy that here pretty soon. 4 hours and almost 20 minutes.
And the sad part is honestly, I don't know about you, but I'm not even bored.
Neither am I.
I mean, I know I'm not doing as much like what you guys are doing, and that's why I said all about you guys. But to me, I'm just chilling, having fun, even though I'm spending more time sitting around watching than anything. Occasionally flattening stuff out, so it's easier for you guys to work on. I've almost finished the platform. So ores again. Didn't realize it was that. I want money.
How is
there we
our
go. The whole
money?
We're currently sitting at $2,000, but that's because I just bought stuff when I thought we had a little bit more money in our pocket than we did. I can go up here and check.
Because I kind of want to run an excavator just so that way I can start really digging into that hole. But
oh, frick yeah. We're about to have some decent change.
We're about to have some pocket change.
I'll sell everything except the gold.
Damn. Okay. Everything except the gold bars was sold.
I sold them last. That's what the big jump was there at the end. But we only had like 500
Jeez.
bars sitting in there, so it wasn't a lot.
Right. God. Okay, so I guess the question is, do you want to run the loader and I'll buy a little cheapo excavator and the excavator I'll just use the excavator to kind of like clear that to like manage that hole a little bit. You just kind of dig in and I'll try and keep it kind of graded a little bit or dig down into the vein a little bit more and you can help Overlord kind of expand our work platform.
We'll say at that, I would try expanding around the area some, giving us more of a area there like he is. If I was gonna hop in a loader, to be honest.
Gotcha. Because I want to look, because I'm sitting here looking at the B140. What kind of attachments can I get for the B140? What's the biggest bucket it gets? 3.7. That's not surprisingly big. But it gets ripper teeth and a trenching bucket.
The fuck does the drill do?
Good question. I don't know. I like that
I do
tilt
love that
rotor
you
though.
can
That tilt
put.
rotor's fucking cool.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was about to say the same thing, man. That tilt thing's pretty badass looking.
Right. All right, I'm gonna run this a little bit longer in here. And then once we get some more money rolling in, I will turn around and turn it into a machine of some kind. I may just say fuck it and buy a third one of these. Get 3 of these big boys running, and we'll really start fucking banking.
Which one's that one?
The L11.
Right, the 200.
Can't you set up the pass through for like certain materials?
Well, all that does is just make it so everything would go straight through it instead of getting stopped. Like, if it had something to process, it would still process what it could process, but like, if there was dirt that was also in the system, it would go straight through into the next thing. Really sick. Not a whole lot.
I think this vein's starting to run its course.
I mean, you have been working it for a hot minute.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's why we're not getting coal, solid rock, blasted rock, or crushed rock. That's why our this other storage container is not getting anything.
And we won't find that until probably real deep, like below 36 meters.
We probably have better luck getting coal by bringing in the coal screen instead of a shaker.
Yeah.
But that's completely backwards of a setup. The coal comes out the back instead of all the pay dirt or stuff like that. On the shaker, the coal comes out the front, which is where it feeds directly into that storage container, and then our pay dirt and gems and everything else like that's what's coming out the back, circling around, and then going through to our wash plant.
Gotcha. This thing looks like I have a tunneler over here. No way I'm fucking digging this thing. Like I'm prepping it for a tunneler.
Right. Now, what I could do eventually is we always could put a splitter at the end of the furnace, and it would split the ores half and half, and we could always start turning some of it into like the blooms and the coils or something like that.
Yeah.
I just don't know if they're worth more or not.
The thing that's my thing is what if? Go ahead, Overlord. Go. My thing is what if? Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, hello.
What if we take the extra money we have and put put more smelters in? Because you're supposed to be able to get aluminum bars and other things like that. So what if we just put more smelters in?
Not getting aluminum currently.
That's what I was saying.
I am honestly thinking about selling this and actually getting an excavator, because it might be more useful than this right now.
Yeah, but the excavator's gonna scoop less. Like this scoops 13. All of the excavators, the biggest excavator that you can buy, which is 300 grand, that sumbitch scoops 8. This scoops 13. The biggest excavator you can get if you sell yours right now and use the money that we have plus what your loader will sell for. It'll only give you. You'll have to buy it, and it'll only scoop 8 meters of dirt. Or yards of dirt.
Which one are we talking about? No.
That one.
Oh, it is that one?
I think so. I think it's that one. There's another one further down that's even more expensive. I think it's like 400,000 or something like that, or 500,000. It's fucking expensive as hell. It might be that 327 or the 351,000 something. One of those two. That one there, maybe.
What we didn't need to get that to work, Blaze, is we'd have to basically come before our smelter currently and do a sorter or a high temp sorter that would sort out the aluminum and take it to a high temp smelter, because that's the only way we can get melted aluminum. The sorter or the smelter we have processes everything except aluminum.
Gotcha. Okay, well, then do that. Because honestly, I don't know how much the aluminum sells for, and I know that if we can get lithium, which I believe is also part of the high temp smelting, we know that lithium sells. It's big money.